Hello the tubes, it's Tooty, we're back. Channel update, pickups, bit of news from an event, a very unknown event, which transpires. So yeah, a bit of a little mixture, a few bits going off, and I've turned the fan off because I did a video about Revival and I could hear the fan in the background buffering. So those that may have watched that, I do apologise. I did a video before with the fan on it, didn't seem to affect it, but I don't know what's happened with that one, so I've just thought I'd just turn it off. So I'm probably going to start absolutely pissing with sweat in a minute. So I've got some great finds, great pickups if you like, not finds really. And CEX, the old friend, the old foe, the old nemesis, returns. Oh shit, so I've got some great, probably the best way to do this. Let's just do the pickups first, right? eBay, actually. Fucking hell. So I hope everyone's been well and enjoying this balmy weather. I mean, I just want it just to, I wouldn't mind it just being hot. But you give it hot, it's like pissing it down. And then it goes hot again. I can't get used to it. Ooh. Okay, first from eBay. I've been looking for this for a while. I think this was a good price. I went on an auction, but the auction started at £7, which does seem excessive for what it is. But I'm sure this usually is a bite now for about 15, for twice the amount. I'm sure of it. Technically, it's not probably the right one for mine, but you know what? I don't give a shit. Unless you read the code, it doesn't really matter. But it is Legend of Zelda. What's it called? Top Secrets. I always think it's Top Tips. Top Secrets. I can't read backwards either. So yeah, I mean, it's been opened. But £7 sounds like a lot of money for that, but it does complete my US Zelda now. So that's why I got it basically. Yes, I know it says UKV at the top and it should say whatever the American version is, but I don't give a shit. It's in there and it's complete. So well happy with that actually. One that, yeah, it's just one that, do you know what, I don't even think I was actively searching for. I don't say I've saved searches in eBay. I can't remember how I come across it. May have been off of the seller that I was looking at. Okay, right. Magazines. Is it? Yeah, magazines. Yeah. So I bought quite a substantial amount of Super Play magazines. So them that know me, know that I've always I just realised they've fucking made the magazine shorter. The cheeky bastards. Yes, I've got quite a lot of Super Play magazines. I had some gaps. A few tubers have been graciously helping me, you know, over the many years to fill those gaps. And again, them that may or may not know about Super Play, it's a sort of Japanese-inspired UK magazine, and I would suggest it's all about Super Nintendo. And it was one that come out pretty much at launch, give or take. And you know, me and a lot of other people, know Daz Colas Deloro, we gravitated towards it because it gave you that Japanese culture. It had some anime in it, had some manga, and it just basically infused everything. And the artwork and styling was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I always used to read it fucking back to front meticulously when it come out. So I'm pointing up here, but you can't fucking see. I've got them all up there in like a sort of foam cellophane sort of wrap. I'm probably going to move them because this what I've got here will probably make it. It needs to go in a box or something. Better storage. So on eBay, there was a chap who must have been selling his collection, and he had them all on auction. And I won a few, not all of them, won a few. I picked my battles like I always do. And yeah, I come away with, how many did I get? Hang on, 2, 8. Got 8 magazines off of him. So quite weighty. And you know, I was concerned about the postage. I think the postage, you know, doubled the half the value again. And I sort of said to him, look, send it by Collect Plus dead cheap. And he did, to be fair, so. well happy with that. I think it works out about £4 a manual. £4 a manual. £4 a magazine. Has the colour dropped again, is it? Is it, oh, the colour's dropped? It's because I think it gets too bright. Hang on, just try and do the white. Not brought it back? Oh, I don't fucking know. So anyway, 8 magazines, and then one of them I'd missed out on, but then bizarrely there was another one off another seller in nowhere near as good condition that went for £1. So some of these are won for £1, some are won for £3. A few I've paid £8, £10 for. So you know, the colours come back and I can see it. Quite sort of degrees of of scale there. So these are the magazines. There you go. Again, these fill the gaps. So I was missing 19 to 22. I think that's right, wasn't it? I don't know why I'm asking you because you guys don't know. It was. So this is the random one that I'd missed out on from the same lot, but I bought it separately. So it's a syndicate view on it, and I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit worn. I think worn's probably the right. It's not manky. It's just worn. Been well thumbed. Which, to be honest, most of my magazines are kind of that ilk. And then I've got these ones from this guy, and I shit you not, these are if I'd had the money, I would have bought all of them, even the ones that I already had, because as you can see on this issue, no, actually I do 19, they are in absolutely fantastic condition. I'm not going to go through them all. I'll show you the fronts of each one, but I've never seen magazines like this for the age. 20. So if I get the light on them, you can see, and you can see the difference. They're absolutely immaculate. Example of the quality of his magazines, number 21 here. All of them had the free stuff still stuck to them. You know, he must have been some collector, or it was obviously sourced them from somewhere. So compared to that one, you can see the difference. Yeah, it's all creased, and it's just been, like I say, well thumbed. Right, so that. With those ones, I had from 1 to 30, 36. Yes, 1 to 36. With them ones there, I had 1 to 36. There's only 47. But I managed, and the top end ones tend to be a bit more sought after, because I think, obviously, this magazine was coming to the end of its life. I think the N64 was due out, so it's on its last legs, and I think, unfortunately at that time, I think I'd sold or exchanged my SNES for an Amiga, and that would haunt me for the rest of my life. So the latter magazines are quite hard to, quite sought after. But I've managed to bag 4 of them off this guy, and they're fucking brilliant. Again, the quality is amazing. So we've got 38. £39. I say, like, some of these, like £3. I think we won that one for 99p, which surprised me. Secret of Evermore. 40. Nice cover art on that one. 40. This one cost me £8. Bizarrely, I think it's because it's got the an article in it, which is basically the best 100 games on the SNES of all time. So that one cost me £8. This and the last one with this, and the last one with the priciest. And then I'm quite happy to get this because I think this will be an hard one to get, which is the last magazine, number 47, and that cost me £12. Yeah, so. But when you added it up, across these magazines, I say it worked out about £5 each, something like that, give or take, £4 or £5 with the postage and stuff. So well happy. So I'm missing about 8 magazines, I think, something like that. I think it's 8 magazines, less than that. I can't think. I can't think. Well, I've got it in my phone. It's less than 10. I'm sure it's less than 10. Ooh. Okay. CEX. Good old C to the E to the X. So, again, depending on when you watch this video, and I'm sure all of you guys know this now, and I've mentioned in the last video, CEX are doing N64, now doing Super Nintendo. My God, is it gone fucking nuts? And I'm not surprised. I couldn't. I don't know why they left it this long anyway. Fucking idiots. But they're doing it anyway, and I think, like again in the last video, I think it's a good thing. I've gone a bit nuts, I must admit, not just on snares, on just on the cart stuff. Official statement, if you like. I'm going for a loose. Okay, I'm going for an N64 collection, albeit boxed or loose. I'm not being overly, you know, oh, it's going to be all loose or it's going to be all boxed. It'll be whatever I can get it, right? In whatever, you know, form it comes, basically. Because, you know, off the back of CX, I mean, I'm near 90%, whatever you want to call it, 80, 85, whatever, 80% completed the Cube collection off the back of CX. So, you know, it's a good source. So what did I get? I spent quite a bit of money. There's a few bits still left to come. They probably won't be for next week, that'll be for another video. Not you need to know that. And again, all this is just store credit. None of this has been bought with real cash, if that makes sense, although it technically was because of all the stuff that I traded in, but you know what I mean. I bought it in 2 lots. There's no point me splitting up what I've got in which lot, cause it's an irrelevance anyway, so I'll just show you what I've got. So first up, on the Super Nintendo, so I remember, again, if you watch, you didn't watch, I talked about the grading that they were using in CEX, unboxed, which is loose cart, boxed, which just basically means it's got a box in what form it takes, and then mint, which is obviously, as the name suggests, inbox, this, that and the other. So there's obviously a bit of debate, there's a bit of concern, a bit of and ahhing or whatever about the condition of what a box one means and what mint is and all this kind of stuff. So I've got a few examples here, and they do vary. So this is an example of a boxed Super Nintendo game. It's missing a tray. There's no tray. Trays, I'm not too fussed. I can, you know, you can get the. I'm happy with the repos off the net because you don't see them anyway, and it serves a purpose. I think it's £5, and it's Jungle Book. It's got the manual, and to be honest, once I'm going to get some of them cheap, thin, sort of Sentinel-esque type cases, and I think that'll be all right. It's got a little bit of a crush in there, but if I found that at the booter for a couple of quid, I'd be happy. Honestly, I ain't got it. I have now. This was a great buy. I think this might have been a £7. I think. Again, put this into a Sentinel case, get a tray in it, and I think it'll come up all right. And it's not a cheap title, and it's Disney's Aladdin. So other than a look at, I say, it's just a form, but I reckon once if I get an iron on it, put it into a nice box. It's got the manual, missing the tray. But I'm quite happy with that. Oh. Right, N64. In a minute. Let's have a top up with otherwise I'll start to perspire. So today is the 4th. Is it the 4th? I don't know, some of August. Could be the 4th of August, I can't remember. Might be later. I don't know. It's hot. Not that fucking much. Right. Oh, N64. Both loose cut and boxed. So none of these were boxed mint. They all just either just boxed or just loose cut. So the sort of non-entities really, which were basically just used to use up the credit. I didn't have them. Madden 64. This is quite a good game. Surprised I didn't have it. But then again, I think it's one of these ones that come out in multiple formats. It's Wipeout 64. Again, nice cart. Can't fault the carts because of the quality. 2 that are surprisingly quite pricey for what they are. I mean, they're not very good. I don't think this one is not a very well rated game. Not on the PlayStation. Gex 64, Enter the Gecko, and I don't know if this even got a release on the PlayStation. I could be completely wrong here, but it's Gex 3, Deep Cover Gecko. Again, the cards just need a bit of a clean. Surprisingly, you say that Gex 3 is, you know, a bit of a price. You think it's Gex other than on the 3DO, didn't really have a good outing, did it? I think Gex is probably the best game on that. I think.